What up, everybody? We're going live. Can you guys hear me all right? Cool beans. Hey, so before I get started, I see it's a few people in the chat right now. I'm your boy DL, aka the Church Guitarist, and hopefully we learned something tonight. Tonight's lesson is called "Not All Keys Are Created or Equal on the Guitar Neck." So if you came to learn something about guitar or on the guitar neck or that has to do or relate to church music, tonight's song is "Can't Nobody Do Me Like Jesus." I know you guys are going to enjoy it. Do me a favor. You can always leave a comment. I'll try to read your questions while we're here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in. So let's start here. I did a tutorial about a week or so ago entitled "Can't Nobody Do Me Like Jesus." Before I get started, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube page, we're on the road to getting 1,000 subscribers. And at the time we actually hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away a brand new guitar. There's some things in the works. I think you guys are going to be incredibly pleased with what comes across the table. But do me a favor, if you would hit the notification button, subscribe on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, so that you can get all the information that we're releasing. Do me a favor, can you guys put in the chat where you're viewing from? I know some of you guys are on the East Coast, and I know it could be late, but hopefully you have your guitar. If you got your axe, say, "Yep, I got my axe. I'm ready to go. I'm here to learn something." I'll give the disclaimer again. I am a intermediate, beginner and intermediate guitar player, but I love this. I love it so much. I practice every day. My guitar's in my hands about 4 or 5 hours a day. That's outside of teaching, outside of private lessons. I have my guitar in my hands every day. If I go a day without having my guitar in my hands, my family applauds. Okay, so it's that serious for me. So for any guitar player who's really looking to come up, take their guitar playing to the next level, I'm probably the poster child for that because I practice every day. I'm doing my best to learn music, to learn musical pieces. Right now, I'm steeped into jazz and doing arpeggios and learning those different scales that are standard to jazz music. So it's not that I've abandoned gospel. It is just that I'm expanding my horizons. All right. I'm in standard tuning, E all day. Okay. I'm going to experiment with tuning down a half step. A lot of my guitar heroes do. They tune down a half step. But today we're going to be doing "Can't Nobody Do Me Like Jesus." I'm going to talk from the tutorial standpoint. I did it in B flat. I did it in B flat, right? But I'm going to also talk about some keys on the neck that are not so conducive to you playing around a lot. Sometimes you have to find other chords to use. And I don't know how many of you are in the room where you go, "You know what? I tried to play that song," or "My church likes to sing in this key, and this key is tougher. How do I do it?" Usually, if I teach a lesson, you can apply it to both the sixth and the fifth string. My idea, understand, I'm not technically trained. I'm a keyboard player And so most of the stuff I'm learning, I'm picking up. I got some private tutors and things of that nature. And I couldn't say enough about private tutors, by the way. I have private tutors and private guitar coaches from across the country, the different guys that I glean from, the different styles, and I'm really trying to expose myself to. But there are some keys that play kind of hard at different portions of the neck, but we'll talk about that in a second. Here's the song, just in case you haven't heard it. So we're going to go from the one, which is B flat. Most of the majority of this song hinges upon B flat. Okay, and I just play it in a triad, so I can slur it. I would play it all the way like a B flat dominant, but when you're playing with the band, there's no need to play all those strings. If you've seen any of my tutorials, you know that's an accent. And that's literally my ring finger covering strings 4, 3, and 2 on fret 8. So if B flat is rooted on fret 6, and you play the triad, which is the bottom half of it, really the top half, then you can lay your ring finger down to get that accent. And you can get fancy if you want to and slow. Also, really just pay attention. Most of the time, my picking, my strumming is going to be pretty steady. Notice I'm hammering on with my middle finger when I go back to B flat major. Or sometimes I'll go up to, and that is literally C sharp, right? So I'll go like this. So it's B flat. So that literal accent is, it's an E flat major chord. And if you need me to slow down, please type it in the chat so I can see it if you need me to slow down. E flat major, except for I don't use the root note. I just use the inside, okay? Okay, so that's like the first half. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. And then I do E flat 6, 9. It's the 4. So if we're at B flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the scale. That's how you find out how to work the number system, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The fingering for that scale is literally, if B flat is rooted on the 6th fret, then you're going to use your middle finger as the first note, and your pinky is going to be the last note or the second note. So it's 1, 2, 1 on the, it's 1, 2 on the 6th string. It's 1, 2, 4. I'm sorry, 1, 4 on the 6th string, and then it's 1, 2, 4 on the 5th string, and then 1, 3, 4. That's how you do that scale. So that's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if a guy is saying, and we're going to the 4, that's going to be E flat. Okay? And that's usually that minor chord where the whole band is just digging in. That's also that James Brown chord. That's also that James Brown funk right there on the 4. Okay, so let's get back to Can't Nobody Do Me Like Jesus. So it's can't nobody do me like Jesus. 4. Can't nobody. And then I'll come. That's literally a G. It's a G7 sharp 9. I'm going to spell it out for you. Let's do frets, okay? Frets and strings. Literally, your middle finger's on fret number 10 on the 5th string. Your pointer's on fret number 9 of the 4th string. Your middle finger is on fret number 10 on the 3rd string. And your pinky is fret number 11 on the 2nd string. That's a G7 sharp 9. And that's used as a transition. So it's a transition. And that's literally, if this is a G7 sharp 9, that is a F. It's an F7 sharp 9. Same shape. Okay? So back to can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody. Now I know it's a chord. It looks almost like a minor. So it's like a sharp 9 as well, but it's rooted in the 6th string. How you're going to form it is you're going to put your middle finger on the 6th string and then put your middle finger, your ring finger down on strings 4, 3, 2, and 1. But your pinky is going to grab the last 2 strings or the first 2 strings, 1 and 2, on fret number 9. Okay? And then the F7 sharp 9. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. 4. So this chord, this is a sus. You can do the minor. It would be the 5. You could do the minor, the F7 sharp 9, or you can do, it's an F9 sus. You could do it major or minor. This has a minor feel, that's more major. All the same. Minor. So let's start back from the top. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Back to the 1. Am I going too fast? Tell me if I'm going too fast. Let's slow it down again. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Okay? And what I'll do is, after this particular lesson, I'll put a PDF up of all the chords that I use. So you don't have to be lost, okay? Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord, okay? Okay? And then the second side is almost like the first side. Can't nobody. That is an A minor 11. Same chord as up here. We've used it in 3 spots. What you're going to realize, especially in gospel music, a lot of times They use a lot of similar chords for different turnarounds. That's in different registers. Okay, so we learned the G7 sharp 9 could also be same shape, F7 sharp 9, and it's now going to be used D7 sharp 9. You've heard that change before. Real R&B has changed, okay? What I recommend for a lot of my guitar students is getting these chords under your fingers, in your hands, to take some time without playing any songs, just making chords. Just making chords so you can get them under your hand. Even if it's not musical, it's getting your hand used to forming these chords. Getting your hands used to playing these chords. So after you get the PDFs from tonight's lesson, go through them. Go through them and learn those chords. And learn those chords. Get them under your hands, okay? Let's recap that first part. Okay? No, we're in B flat, rooted on the 6th string on the 6th fret, okay? Okay? Nobody do me like Jesus. 4. No, that is that E flat 6 9. Then it's a quick pickup chord. The blessing about YouTube is once this is over, you could slow this video down and work it out. Okay? First part again. Playing nobody do me like Jesus. Okay? Nobody. Sorry. Do me like the Lord. Okay? I got somebody. Somebody said, got it. Here we go. First half. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Okay? Second side. Can't nobody turn. Do me like Jesus. Or do me like Jesus. So it has a funny turn at the end of it. So okay, that's do me like Jesus. Do me like Jesus. That's when you do the climb. Sorry. And it's way down here. So second side, can't nobody do me like Jesus. I call that the end. He's my friend. That's a really churchy move. Literally, it's on the 3rd string, starting on the 3rd fret, on the 4th string. Okay, so that is the whole second half. Can't nobody Then I call it decline. It's really an A, B flat, B flat major without the root. E flat, E flat triad. Then it's like a major, diminished. At least that's the way I play it. Hear me now. There is more than one way to play any song. Okay, this is kind of how I approach it. It's a good start, by the way, because once you become really acclimated with the net, you can do a lot of stuff that you would like to do. Okay, whoever you hear in your head. Okay, you'll get that faster. Notice where I'm playing. It's like it's in the middle of the net, right? The middle neck. Or you can play. Back to the 4. Or, so this is it's an E flat 9 sus, which you could substitute for the 4. Okay? So that 9 sus, I call it the Christmas tree chord, but let me spell it out for you by frets. Your thumb is going to be on the 11th fret. Let's not worry about the thumb right now. Your ring finger is going to be on fret number 11 on the 4th string, and then all the other fingers are going to stair step. Your middle finger is going to be on fret number 10 on the 3rd string. Your pointer is going to be on fret number 9 on the 2nd string, and then your pinky is going to be on fret number 11 on the 1st string. And then you just move your pointer finger, your index. Okay, so when you gotta get used to where you are on the neck, so I use that as an accent too. So it's kind of like that. So it'd be an A flat triad, and then that E flat. Got it? Sometimes I spend hours just doing stuff like that, so I get it in my hand. Okay, nothing's gonna stop me from being great. I want to put other chord structures in my hand So my hand starts to memorize them by themselves, Now this is not necessarily a chord, it's a nice little action. That's literally 13, 11, 13. But then that is E flat, E flat, E flat, D flat, right? So we're just playing the one, right? If we're just holding the one, you can do a lot of stuff. Sorry, so that is B flat 9 sus, but you can kind of use it as the one. I got another one to show you. Talking about the one, right? So what this is a flat 5 chord. This is a D7 flat 5, right? But I substituted for the one a lot. So if the band is gigging on the one, I'll go real quartz edge, okay? And just to slur the slightest little things. You don't have to be a superstar on the guitar. You just gotta find a couple little things that sound good that you can implement, okay? So let's do Can't Nobody. Let's do the whole thing first and second part. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. That's the whole part. That's in B flat. Now you can translate that to A flat or A. Before I go a step further, we were playing in major. What if we played it like minor? So that flat 5 that was once the one, if we want to stay in range of where our hands are, so I'm going to play, this is a B flat 6-9 chord. It's up on the 13th fret, right? Which looks just like the 4 up here. But now it's the 1, B flat. What I like to do is keep my chords somewhere around the same fret zone. That's probably not a technical term at all. So that way I don't have to move all over the neck and get confused or get lost with where I'm going, okay? Back here. Then you can translate that to any key on the keyboard. The trick is, though, is sometimes the way or where a key is located, it can be really sticky. Say your church likes to sing in F. F is really close to the headstock. So when you're trying to play, just like you play in B flat, understand there's no slurring because the nut is right here. No slurring. And when you get ready to form that 6/9 chord, you're like right on top of this headstock, right? So what I do is I switch it and root it on the 5th string. So I'm in F now. Up to the 4. Easy in F. Up to the 4. So let's recognize or identify some of the moves that we're going to make in F if we were to be playing it down here. That accent. We couldn't do though, like in B flat, when we did that turnaround, do me like Jesus. We couldn't do that in F down here because there's nowhere to go above the headstock. So we have to turn that chord or that progression around since it's suited in the middle of the neck. Do me like Jesus. Found that chord. That's that D7 sharp 9 that works in F. Do me like Jesus. Or you can walk that 6/9 chord up to the 4. But I'm going to stay in this register. Then. Okay. Nobody in F. Do me like Jesus. Nobody. Do me like. It's a stretch, but you can do it. Can't nobody do me like Jesus to the 4. Can't nobody. Or same. And that is it's a C. It's a C7 sharp 9, just like this. It's a sharp 9. It's just formatted off the 6th string. So you can do the turnaround up here instead of going. Okay, you can do it up here. I'll take it slow. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. It takes a little bit more practice to get your hand in the different shapes, okay? Can't nobody do me like Jesus. So you can't go to that bridge like you did in B flat. So you do a 6/9 to turn around. Then diminish. That walk up we did. It's a diminished walk up. Major, B flat major. And then that would be an A flat diminished, rooted on the 4th string. Okay, so we're in F. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody Do me like the Lord. Can't nobody. It's an A flat, 9 sus. If you don't want to do the diminished here, so you can do B9 sus. This is a D flat diminished. B. And then that's a G flat diminished. And they move up 4 frets. Sometimes my friends go, it only still move 4 frets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or just moving the diminished chord. You move them up 4 frets. Okay, so let's go back to the top. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Can't nobody turn. That's do me like Jesus. Same turnaround as in B flat. All the same, you just have to find it on the neck. So the guitar player's major dilemma is finding out where he really or she wants to be as it relates to what song you're doing, where you want to be on the neck. Okay? So let's keep it in F because I really like how we have to find different ways of phrasing this chord. Okay, so let's do it really slow. Are y'all still with me? Am I boring y'all? I hope I'm not boring you. Here you go. Here we go. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Can't nobody turn. Let's go down. Let's slow down even further. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Can't nobody climb. Let's do that again, okay? From F, from the F6-9, rooted on the 5th string. Here we go. Can't nobody do like Jesus. That's so hot. Y'all feel that? Get in with me. Did y'all get in that? That's great stuff right there. I'm literally only moving 3 frets. and you can get a good pocket drive. Let's get back to Can't Nobody before I lose it completely. Here we go, really slow. 1, 2, 3, and can't nobody do you like Jesus? Can't nobody do you like the Lord? Can't nobody turn. You can do it low if you want to. I wouldn't do it down there. That's how we're gonna turn around. Nobody. Now, if you want to play F way up here, maybe for a minute or two, maybe hang up. But it's like so far up on the neck, it can be a little bit uncomfortable, especially if you have big hands. I have bigger hands, so I wouldn't play the octave up. Or remember I taught you that a bit? So now we found it in the F. Still using triads. And sometimes I put a little trill on it. That's B flat and A flat. Okay? All in F. Stay on the 1, everybody. Stay on the 1. Remember that 6/9, that 9 sus up on F. It's up there. Okay, all on the 1. You can also substitute that for the 1 too. So let's go back. Can't nobody go. Can't nobody do you like Jesus? Can't nobody do you like the Lord? Can't nobody turn. Here we go. You can do it up here, but because the 3rd string and the 2nd string are a fret apart from each other, when you do the climb, then you got to be ready to jump up a half step. Okay, so you can do it up here. You just got to remember the 3rd string and the 2nd string are a half step from each other. So a half step up. So when you do that run, you just got to remember when you, then instead of being even, where they go straight across the neck, so it employs using a different fingering method as well than your middle finger. Okay? that to your sharp 9, which acts as a 5. Let's do it again. Can't nobody in F. Am I boring y'all? I hope I'm not boring y'all. Here we go. If you got questions, please, you can stop me. As a matter of fact, I'm going to open up Facebook to see who's viewing. Give me a second. I know I can. I know I can find it. Oh, there it is. There you go. And there we are. What's up, Alonzo? So, let's do it back from the beginning. Can't nobody do me like Jesus, all right? In F, do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. You're going to make some mistakes. I do all the time, but I don't let those hang me up, all right? So, I didn't bring any backing tracks today. So, let's do it again. That's all. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Big clue. When I went here for that D7 flat 5, and then I turned it into a D7 sharp 9, I kept the shape and came up to F sharp, E flat, F. I did it at F, right? Same shape. A lot of times, especially church music, it goes by so fast. Sometimes you can take one chord and make it, keep it in your hand as long as you can. That's why sometimes to give myself a rest during church, I do that. And that was just the 6/9 chord. I move it the same way up and down. So if I start on the F, I skip a fret, whole step, and then half steps, 4 of them up. Going down, I do the same thing. Skip a fret, then chromatically walk down. You can practice that all day. Okay. All right, so let's do it again. Can't nobody from the top. In F. This lesson is about those keys that you have to find other ways. Say we're doing the C sharp. You can play it up here. All the same rules apply. You just have to be able to transpose them on the spot. When I teach my students, I talk about location points. And tomorrow I'm going to upload a jazzy type of lick, right? And I'm going to talk about how there are certain locators in the song. So say we were doing still. It doesn't really fare well in the shout segment, but in some songs, there are certain chords, they hang around in the same frets. And once you learn so location points, so that major seven was in the same fret, was rooted in the same fret as this 6/9. Major seven, minor nine, major seven, and they're all hinged upon same fret, same fret, same fret. Both chords in the same fret. All right. I'm not going to bore you that much longer. Anybody, if you have any questions, feel free to chime in, ask a question if you want to. Everything's cool. If you haven't already, I need you to come over to YouTube and subscribe. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to give away a free guitar. Did you hear what I said? We're going to give away a free guitar. Last time, can nobody do me in like Jesus? Let's do it in B flat and then switch to F. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and sorry. Turn. Let's do it again. Let's do it in F. Turn. Okay. Tomorrow, if you come back to the stream, I'll put up the PDF that will show at least all the chords. A lot of times, if I give you PDFs, I don't tag them with names per se because the shapes are really most important. Okay. So I'll put some PDFs up and say, yeah, it's the 7 sharp 9 or 7 flat 5 or the 6/9. I'll tell you like that, or the 9 sus. Okay, so look for tomorrow. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for almost an hour. Hope I didn't bore you. Thank you for subscribing to the YouTube page. I hope you guys have fun. Until we meet again for another live lesson, it's your boy DL, aka the Church Guitarist. If you have any questions you ever want to ask me, you can go to my website, which is www.thechurchguitarist.com, or you can just email me, thechurchguitarist@gmail.com. All right. I take all your questions. I read them all. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. I'll see you again soon.